Hi everyone, I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. In this video, I'll be comparing two Edifier powered speakers. On my left, I have the Edifier's MR4 studio monitors / bookshelf speakers, and on my right, I have the Edifier's R1280TS bookshelf speakers. I chose to compare these two speakers because they are priced exactly the same and they have almost the same specifications. In my video, I'll be covering the build quality, the specifications, the connections and controls, and I'll also be performing a sound test. And at the end, I'm gonna tell you what speaker to choose in what situations. So let's start with the build quality. The MR4 is a little bit smaller than the R1280TS. The MR4 doesn't have a mesh grille, so the drivers are exposed, and the R1280TS has a mesh grille that protects the drivers. I'm gonna remove it. Color-wise, the MR4 comes in black or white, and the R1280TS comes only with this bitone color, which is really very nice. The enclosure of both speakers is made of wood, and this is a good thing because wood doesn't resonate. Now, for the construction of the speaker, I like the construction of the R1280TS a little bit more, so it has like round corners here, whereas the MR4 has like pointy corners. But this is not a big deal because if you look at the overall aspect of the speakers, they are both very well built. Now, to talk about the cables of the speakers, both speakers come with all the required cables. So both speakers come with these cables. They have the speaker connecting cable, they have an RCA to RCA cable, and they have a 3.5 auxiliary to RCA cable. Now, the R1280TS comes with a remote control, and this is a remote control. It is really very nice, whereas the MR4 doesn't come with a remote control. Now, the materials of the drivers differ from one speaker to the other. The MR4 woofer driver is made of mica, whereas the woofer of the R1280TS is made of paper. Now, let me talk about the specifications. The MR4 has two drivers, and the R1280TS also has two drivers. The tweeter of the MR4 is 1 inch, and the woofer is 4 inches, whereas the tweeter of the R1280TS is 13 millimeters, and the woofer of the R1280TS is 4 inches. The bass exhaust on the MR4 is on the back of the speaker, whereas the bass exhaust on the R1280TS is on the front of the speaker. The advantage of having the bass exhaust on the front of the speaker is that you can put the speaker flush to the wall and you don't feel like the vibrations if you increase the volume. Now, the frequency response range for the MR4 is from 60 Hz to 20 kHz, and the frequency response range of the R1280TS is from 52 Hz to 20 kHz. The power is the same for both speakers, so they are 21 watts times 2. Now let me talk about the connections and the controls of each speaker. I'm gonna turn the speakers. The R1280TS has two RCA inputs and it has a subwoofer output, and the MR4 has an RCA input and it has a balanced TRS input. Also, on the MR4, on the front of the speaker, you have an auxiliary input and you have also a headphones jack. Now let me talk about the controls. The MR4 has on the front a knob. It serves three purposes. So it's an on-off switch if you press it and hold it. It's also a switch to switch between studio monitor mode and normal mode, and it's a volume control. Also on the MR4, you have on the back a treble and bass controls, and the treble and bass controls, they have a stop in the middle, so you can adjust them without looking at them. Now, for the R1280TS, all the controls are on the side of the active speaker. So you have this one here, on, off, and volume control, and you have also bass and treble, and they also have a stop in the middle, so you can adjust them without looking at them. And of course, as I said earlier, the R1280TS has a remote control, and this is a big advantage in my opinion. So now let's perform the sound test. For the sound test, it should be taken with a grain of salt because it goes through many stages before it arrives to you. So it goes through my microphone, it goes through the internet compression, and then it goes out on your speakers.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till it hits them in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
By the way, if you're liking this video so far, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. This will really help my channel greatly. Now that you heard how each speaker sounds, you have your own opinion on what sound you like best. For my taste, and if I'm gonna purchase speakers to listen to music, I'm gonna choose the R1280TS because they have richer sound and they have like a fuller sound and they have a better punch than the MR4 when they are in music mode. Now, if I want to produce music, of course I'm gonna choose the MR4 for the studio monitor abilities because they really have a flat sound in their studio monitor mode and they reproduce the sound accurately. Now for the other aspects, it becomes a personal choice for you. So if you want, for instance, speakers to be white, you're gonna choose the MR4. And if you want like a bitone colored speakers, you're gonna choose the R1280TS. One advantage also that the R1280TS has over the MR4 is the remote control. But the MR4 has also advantages because the active speaker has the controls and connections on the front of it. And this way, if you're gonna use the speaker on your computer, it is much easier to get the controls on the front so you can adjust the volume. And most importantly, it has a headphones jack so you can put your headphones in the speaker and you can listen to music this way. By the way, if you want to check out these speakers, I'm gonna leave an affiliate link in the description below. If you make a purchase using my link, I will gain a small percentage at no cost to you, and this will help my channel greatly. I hope that my video will help you in your choice between one and the other speaker. Please don't forget to like this video if you found it useful and to subscribe to my channel. I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. I want to thank you all for watching and see you in the next video.